Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let us discuss top 30 important questions based on daily current affairs and general awareness. Let us begin with the answer to the previous day's quiz question. The question that I had asked was, who is the only person to have won an Olympic gold medal and an Oscar award? A few of our subscribers have replied the correct answer in the comment section. Congratulations and well done. The correct answer is Kobe Bryant. He's an American basketball player, Kobe Bryant. In 2008, the American basketball player Kobe Bryant took home his first gold medal, winning at the Beijing Summer Olympics. 4 years before he would replicate the feat in 2012 during the London Games. This is the same Beijing Summer Olympic Games where Abhinav Bindra had won the first individual Olympic gold medal for India. Now, Bryant, during the 90th Academy Awards held on March 4, 2018, took home an Oscar for an animated short film he wrote and narrated. Based on the poem of the same name he penned back in 2015, Dear Basketball was an emotional tribute to his own time in the sport, which ultimately became a touching tribute to the life and legacy of the star who tragically lost his life in 2020. Let's begin with the daily current affairs questions. Question number 1. What is the value of India's foreign exchange reserves, that is forex reserves, for the week ended June 9th? $493.749 billion, $593.749 billion, $693.749 billion, and $793.749 billion. This is a question that is frequently asked in competitive exams, and we find this news very often in the newspapers as well. So the correct answer is $593.75 billion. The country's forex reserves dropped by $1.318 billion to $593.749 billion for the week ended June 9th, as per RBI weekly statistical supplement. So this data will be released by Reserve Bank of India every week, and the data will be with a lag of 1 week. So now, yesterday this report was released, and the data contained was for the week ended June 9th. I have put a screenshot of the data that is released by RBI. This is exactly how it looks like, foreign exchange reserves. And in the previous exams, a few questions were asked like, what are the components of India's foreign exchange reserves? There are four components totally. First one is foreign currency assets. Second one is gold. Third one is SDR, special drawing rights. And final one is the reserve position in the IMF. These are the four main components of India's foreign exchange reserve, and which has the maximum contribution, foreign currency assets, FCA, followed by gold and special drawing rights. Next question. The natural climate phenomenon wherein the ocean temperatures rise, especially in parts of the Pacific Ocean, is called. This also we very often hear it in the news, and it's a very important weather phenomenon to Indian agriculture. This natural climate phenomenon is called as El Nino. El Nino is a climate pattern that describes the unusual warming of surface waters in the eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. This El Nino is the warm phase of a larger phenomenon called ENSO, El Nino Southern Oscillation. El Nino has an impact on ocean temperatures, the speed and strength of ocean currents, the health of coastal fisheries, and local weather from Australia to South America and beyond. El Nino events occur irregularly at 2 to 7 year intervals. However, El Nino is not a regular cycle or predictable in the sense that ocean tides are. And the opposite of this El Nino is La Nina, that is the cool phase. El Nino is the warm phase, and La Nina is the cool phase of ENSO. That is a pattern that describes the unusual cooling of the region's surface water. El Nino and La Nina are considered the ocean part of ENSO, while the southern oscillation is its atmospheric changes. In India, El Nino condition closer to the southwest monsoon has typically resulted in rainfall deficiency. So that is why it is in the news that this is the monsoon season in the India. The onset of monsoon has already got delayed. It is delayed, and this El Nino might result in deficient rainfall for our country this year, which might impact our agriculture produce. Question number 3. Bangkok Vision 2030 is associated with which regional grouping? SAARC, G7, G20 and BIMSTEC. The correct answer is BIMSTEC, and the full form of BIMSTEC is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. The BIMSTEC summit at the end of this year will adopt Bangkok Vision 2030 according to the Ministry of External Affairs. Thailand presented BIMSTEC Bangkok Vision 2030 aimed to build a prosperous, resilient and open BIMSTEC by 2030. The document aims to further promote BIMSTEC as a region of peace, stability and economic sustainability. BIMSTEC is a regional organization that was established on 6 June 1997 with the signing of the Bangkok Declaration. And who are the member countries? Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Bhutan and Nepal. It's easy to remember. BIMSTEC, there are total 7 words, BIMSTEC 7, and there are 7 countries as well. And the name itself, you can remember the countries. B stands for Bangladesh and Bhutan, I for India, M for Myanmar, S for Sri Lanka, T for Thailand, and the leftover is Nepal. The headquarters of BIMSTEC is Dhaka, Bangladesh. Question number 4. Which country has won the World Squash Championship? This World Squash Championship, I asked this question a few days ago as well. It was held in Chennai and it is won by Egypt. Egypt has retained the World Squash Championship by beating Malaysia 2-1 in the final in Chennai. Malaysia won the silver medal. The third place was jointly shared by the hosts India and Japan. India was beaten by Malaysia 3-0 in the semi-final. Question number 5. Which state bagged the first prize during the 4th National Water Awards in the Best State category? Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar. Madhya Pradesh, the correct answer. The Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Jankar, conferred the 4th National Water Awards. He also launched an animated short film on Piku, the mascot of National Water Mission. Madhya Pradesh won the top place in the Best State category, followed by Odisha, which secured the second place, while Andhra Pradesh and Bihar were announced as joint winners for the third position. In the Best District category, Ganjam, Odisha has been awarded first prize, followed by Namakkal, Tamil Nadu and Adlabad, Telangana. At the grassroots level, Jagannathapuram Village Panchayat in Bhadradri, Kottagudem district of Telangana stood out for its exemplary efforts, earning the Best Village Panchayat award. There are a total of 11 categories under which these awards are given. Winners were announced for all the 11 categories. I will provide the link of the list of winners in all the categories in the description link below this video. Do access that to find out the winners in various categories. These National Water Awards were introduced to recognize and encourage exemplary work and efforts made by states, districts, individuals, organizations, etc. across the country in accomplishing the government's vision, Jal Samriddh Bharat. Question number 6. Numaligarh Refinery Limited is located in which state of India? West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Bihar. The correct answer is Assam. Numaligarh Refinery Limited, a public sector undertaking of the Government of India and the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, is located at Morangi, Golaghat district of Assam. And why is it in news? It is in news because Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Sri Sarbananda Sonowal, received the first over-dimensional cargo (ODC) transported via waterways at Numaligarh Refinery. This is the first consignment transported by Inland Waterways Authority of India (IWAI), that is a nodal agency of the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways in charge of inland waterways in the country. And this ODC is for the expansion of Numaligarh Refinery Limited capacity from 3 MMT to 9 MMT. The ODC left Kolkata on 18th March and reached Numaligarh after traveling for nearly 3 months via Bangladesh. Question number 7. Which city is set to host the G20 Fourth Education Working Group meeting? Fourth Education Working Group meeting. Varanasi, Goa, Pune, Hyderabad. The correct answer is Pune. The Ministry of Education is gearing up to host the 4th Education Working Group meeting in Pune, Maharashtra. This event will take place from June 20th to 21st and will witness the participation of 85 delegates from G20 member countries, guest countries, and esteemed organizations such as OECD, UNESCO, and UNICEF. Question number 8. Which state is set to club Nauradehi and Durgavati sanctuaries to create its 7th tiger reserve? The question itself, you should be able to give answer once you hear the question. 7th tiger reserve. It means that state has already has 6 tiger reserves. Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. The correct answer is Madhya Pradesh. It is also called as Tiger State for the number of tiger reserves it has. Tiger State Madhya Pradesh is poised to get its 7th tiger reserve, with the state government going forward with the notification of Nauradehi and Durgavati wildlife sanctuaries as a combined protected area. Madhya Pradesh has 6 tiger reserves. They are Kanha, Bandhavgarh, Panna, Pench, Sanjay Dubri, and Satpura Tiger Reserve. Question number 9. In a whopping 3 billion deal, India will reportedly procure 30 MQ-9 Reaper or Predator B drones from which country? India is going to buy these drones from which country? Israel, Russia, US, France. The correct answer is United States. India and the US are expected to sign a $3 billion deal for MQ-9 Reaper, and that is also called Predator B drones. This comes after Defense Acquisition Council led by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh reportedly gave a green light to procure armed Predator B unmanned aerial vehicles. These drones are also called as UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, from an American manufacturing firm General Atomics Aeronautical Systems. The deal will likely be announced during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's state visit to the US next week. And in MQ, the M stands for multi-role. The Q refers to a remotely piloted aircraft system, and the 9 means the ninth in the series of remotely piloted aircraft systems as per the US Air Force. Question number 10. Which country is set to overtake China in oil demand growth by 2027 as per IEA, International Energy Agency report that is named as Oil 2023? In this question itself, there can be 4 different questions. Number 1, who releases who has released Oil 2023 report? It will be IEA. Or they can ask IEA has released a report named dash, that can be Oil 2023. So the answer for this question is India. India is set to overtake China in oil demand growth in 2027 as per the report Oil 2023 Analysis and Forecast to 2028 by Paris-based Autonomous Intergovernmental Organization International Energy Agency. So the headquarter of IEA is Paris. One of the reasons is rapidly growing electrification of cars and buses in China as per IEA chief Fatih Birol. He also said that since India has abundant renewable energy capacity, the country should not miss the opportunity to become a superpower in the green hydrogen business. Now, these are one-liner questions. I'll just give the term and give the explanation why that is in the news. Let's begin. Question number 11. EQUITAS Small Finance Bank. Why is it in news? Because the Reserve Bank of India has approved the reappointment of P.N. Vasudevan as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer for a 3-year term. The headquarters of EQUITAS Small Finance Bank is in Chennai. TCS and TRANSAMERICA. Why is it in news? Indian information technology company Tata Consultancy Services said that it has mutually agreed with insurance provider TRANSAMERICA to end a $2 billion contract, citing reasons including a challenging macro environment. The 10-year contract, signed in early 2018, involved TCS working with the US-based TRANSAMERICA to enable the digitization of more than 10 million policies into a single integrated platform. Now, these two companies have decided to call off the deal. Question number 13. Micron Technology. Why is it in news? Because Micron Technology, a leading American chip maker, is reportedly nearing an agreement to invest up to $2 billion in setting up a semiconductor packaging factory in India. This move comes as Micron aims to diversify its geographic footprint amid US China tensions. The investment is expected to be announced during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit next week to the US, marking a significant step for India's Make in India initiative and providing an opportunity for the US to bolster key supply chains outside of China. Number 14. NTPC and IIT Jodhpur. NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited, a subsidiary of NTPC, has commissioned the first rooftop solar project at IIT Jodhpur. The 1 megawatt grid connected solar project has been implemented by RVVN under the RESCO model with power purchase agreement duration of 25 years. RVVN is an arm of state run power producer NTPC. The project is set up on the roofs of 14 buildings inside the campus of the IIT. The project will generate around 14.9 lakh unit per annum and will meet 15% of the electricity requirement of IIT Jodhpur. The rooftop project will also reduce 1060 tons of carbon dioxide emissions per year. And this NVVN, the NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited, was formed by NTPC in the year 2002 as its wholly owned subsidiary to tap the potential of power trading in the country. Question number 15. Huitoto. This term we had heard in the news recently. The Huitoto are an indigenous people in southern Colombia and northern Peru. Recently, four children of Huitoto community who went missing after their light plane crashed into the Amazon in the early hours of May 1st were found alive by the Colombian army after 40 days. Rescuers initially feared the worst, but footprints, partially eaten wild fruit, and other clues gave them hope that the children might be alive after they left the crash site looking for help. Over the next 6 weeks, the children battled the elements and the odds in what Colombia's president Gustavo Petro called an example of total survival, which will remain in history. This is an excellent news that children who got trapped, who after their flight crashed into the dense Amazon jungle forest, they survived after 40 days. Question number 16. Nagorno-Karabakh. This is in the news because this place is a disputed place between the two countries, Armenia and Azerbaijan. Armenia on Friday accused Azerbaijan of pursuing a policy of ethnic cleansing in the Armenian populated region of Nagorno-Karabakh. The conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan over this region has been at the center of three major wars and multiple clashes for decades. The capital of Azerbaijan is Baku and the capital of Armenia is Yerevan. 17. Daniel Ellsberg, a very famous person in the history, Daniel Ellsberg. He was an American political activist, economist, and United States military analyst, and he was mainly known for Pentagon Papers. While he was employed by the RAND Corporation, he precipitated a national political controversy in 1971 when he released the Pentagon Papers, a top secret Pentagon study of US government decision making in relation to the Vietnam War. He released those reports to the New York Times, the Washington Post, and several other newspapers. He died recently. Question number 18. African Union. Why is it in news? Because Prime Minister Narendra Modi has written to the leaders of the G20 nations proposing that the African Union be given full membership of the grouping at its upcoming summit in India. This African Union is a continental union consisting of 55 member states located on the continent of Africa. The main administrative capital of the African Union is in Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, where the African Union Commission is headquartered. Number 19, rupees 5,740 crores. This is the amount that the State Bank of India on Friday paid as a dividend for the financial year 2022-2023 to the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. The dividend check was presented by SBI Chairman Dinesh Khara. SBI had declared a dividend of rupees 11.30 per equity share for the financial year ended March 31, 2023. This is one of the highest transfer of dividends by a public sector bank to the central government. And recently, RBI also has transferred dividend to Government of India, around 89,000 crore rupees. Question number 20. Trainman. Most of you would have heard about this term, Trainman. It is an app to book tickets online. Apart from IRCTC, many people use Trainman to book tickets. Now, Adani Enterprises is set to acquire online train ticket booking platform Trainman. Adani is going to buy 100% in this Trainman. Now, some other important news. The UK government has announced the removal of up to 4% countervailing tariff on stainless steel bars and rods imported from India due to a perceived low impact on local suppliers. Next, Titagar Rail System Limited and Ramkrishna Forgings Limited plan to jointly set up one of Asia's largest train wheel manufacturing plants in India. Right now, we don't manufacture train wheels. We import mostly from China. So now this joint venture by Titagar Rail Systems and Ramkrishna Forgings will be one of the first and the largest train wheel manufacturing plants in India. Recently, this Titagar Rail Systems was also in news. Why? Because BHEL and this Titagar Rail have won a 24,000 crore rupee contract for supplying and manufacturing 80 Vande Bharat sleeper trains by 2029. Two-day Science 20 conference under G20 presidency of India began in Bhopal. NHPC, National Hydropower Corporation, is to provide consultancy services to Kerala State Electricity Board for accelerating hydro potential of Kerala. Union Minister of Heavy Industries Dr. Mahendranath Pandey launched Dugdh Sankalan Sati mobile app to transform Indian dairy industry. The app is a revolutionary step towards realizing the commitment of government to digitize the process and facilitate direct beneficiary transfer to milk producers. The app aims to improve the quality of milk, foster transparency among stakeholders, and streamline operations at the grassroots village level, including milk cooperative societies. Next, Niti Aayog and United Nations signed a Government of India UN Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework 2023-27. And Australia has appointed Philip Green as country's new High Commissioner to India. Next, country's first toy train to run on CNG was inaugurated in Rajasthan, and this train was named Maharana Pratap Express Train. Akashvani and Doordarshan emerged as most trusted electronic media organization in our country as per Reuters Institute Digital News Report 2023. Final question. The UNDP released, United Nations Development Programme released Gender Social Norm Index GSNI 2023. This index covers 4 dimensions: political, educational, economic, and physical integrity. This report is to highlight areas where women and girls face systematic disadvantages and discrimination. These are the questions for the day, friends. Now, as usual, the quiz time, and the quiz question for today is: which Indian cricketing legend has never missed a match due to injury? This cricketing legend has never missed a cricket match due to injury. He was dropped from the team sometimes, but he never missed a match due to injury. Give me your answer in the reply section. I'll give a hint for this question also. He was also the former Indian captain. So I want your answers in the comment section. People who are watching my videos for the first time, do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a good day, friends.